everybody's hoe in the game, which is kind of ironic because every time your girl want to get their lick back, they go to the biggest hoe. Stefon Diggs has been known for long getting half of these rap niggas in Atlanta. He's getting all of the popping rappers, baby mamas, all type. Whatever reason, that's who Cardi B is attracted to.
What's going on with Tory Lanez is straight up wild. The rapper nearly lost his life behind bars. Yeah, you heard that right. Tory's currently serving a 10-year sentence after being found guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion, but he's still fighting hard to prove he didn't pull that trigger. Tory standing 10 toes down on his claim that he's innocent. He's been saying loud and clear that his DNA wasn't even found on the gun, and there's talk that some major evidence got swept under the rug during the trial. He also feels like the whole court process was shady from the jump, like someone was playing dirty behind the scenes. Even though the jury came back with a guilty verdict, and a lot of folks think he did it, there's still a loud group out there saying otherwise. Some people believe that the real shooter might have been Megan's ex-friend Kelsey. The story goes that Kelsey was heated after finding out Megan had been messing around with Tory behind her back. They allegedly got into a wild fight, and that's when Kelsey supposedly pulled the trigger. But let's be clear, none of that was confirmed in court. The jury heard all the facts and decided that Tory was the one responsible. So legally, he's guilty. But when it comes to the public, that's a whole different story. A lot of people are still saying, Tory got set up, and they're not letting it go. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Word is Tory got stabbed so bad in prison, he almost died. That news shook everybody up. People are starting to ask real questions. How did it even get to this point? What's really going on behind those prison walls? Now here's where it gets even more intense. Rumors are flying that Tory's appeal decision is just around the corner. And boom, he gets stabbed out of nowhere? That timing is way too sketchy. His team dropped a bombshell statement and the details are shocking. They said Tory was stabbed 14 times. Yes, 14. 7 wounds to his back, 4 in his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 on the left side of his face. Both of his lungs collapsed, and they had to hook him up to a breathing machine just to keep him alive. It's a miracle he's even breathing on his own now. Despite all that, they say he's talking normal, keeping his head up and staying in good spirits. He's thanking God for helping him pull through and showing love to everyone who's been sending prayers and support his way. That's a lot for anybody to survive. This whole thing is straight up insane. And the timing? Come on! It's real suspicious that something this brutal happened right when his appeal is supposedly nearing a decision. People are starting to ask serious questions. Was this just a random prison fight? Or was someone trying to silence him for good? Was this a setup to stop his appeal from going through? Let's be real. Prison is no joke and fights go down all the time, but getting attacked like that right now? It's got folks thinking twice. Tory might need to be moved to protective custody ASAP because being around the general prison population clearly ain't safe for him anymore. This situation is out of control. And it don't stop there. People are starting to raise eyebrows at how prison officials are handling all this. Like, how did someone even get close enough to Tory to stab him 14 times without anybody stepping in? That ain't just a quick scuffle. Someone was out for blood and they had time to do damage. Now folks are wondering if the prison staff turned a blind eye. Or worse, if someone inside helped set this up. It's not a wild theory when you think about it. Tory's a high-profile name, and not everybody wants him to win that appeal. If he walks free, it could shake things up big time. Could someone have wanted to make sure he never gets that chance? Some insiders are even whispering that Tory's legal team is keeping quiet on a few more things behind the scenes. Word is, there's pressure being applied from powerful places to keep this situation under wraps. They don't want too much heat from the media or fans digging into the real story. And on social media, it's going crazy. Half the internet screaming free Tory, while the other half is like, he got what he deserved. But everyone is shocked by how violent this attack was. No matter which side you're on, almost losing your life in prison while waiting on an appeal, that's a whole new level of scandal. Something's not adding up. And the deeper people dig, the more questions they're starting to ask. Who wants Tory silenced? And why now? Meanwhile, Megan Thee Stallion has been keeping quiet, but people are dragging her into the convo anyway. Some are defending her, saying justice was served, while others are accusing her of knowing more than she said. It's messy out here. Fans are digging up old interviews, tweets, and videos, trying to piece together what really happened that night in the car. And then there's Kelsey. Remember her? Megan's ex-best friend who was allegedly at the center of the fight? Folks are revisiting her statements too, pointing out how some of her story changed more than once. Some say her testimony was shaky, and now they're asking if the wrong person might be sitting in prison while the real shooter stays quiet. But here's the wild part. Some documents from the case are being leaked online. Pages from court transcripts, bits of audio, even claims about what evidence was left out of the trial. It's turning into a whole internet investigation, with fans acting like full-on detectives. And with Tory's condition still recovering, people are watching even closer now. His camp is promising to expose everything during the appeal, saying this time, all the truth will come out, every last bit of it. This case has gone from just a court trial to a full-blown conspiracy thriller. Between the stabbing, the timing, the mystery, and all the whispers behind the scenes, people are on edge waiting to see what happens next. Something major is coming, and it feels like the calm before another storm. Looks like Cardi B is officially outside, with NFL star Stefon Diggs by her side.
Stefon Diggs has been known for long in half of these rap videos in Atlanta. He's getting all of the poppin' rappers, baby mamas, all type. Whatever reason, that's who Cardi B's attracted to.
Yep, she's making it known now, and folks can't stop talking about it. Word on the street is this ain't new, though. Rumors say she was already messing around with Stefon while pregnant with her and Offset's third baby. And now, she's stepping out like she's done hiding it.
Everybody's hoe in the game, which is kind of ironic because every time your girl want to get their lick back, they go to the biggest hoe.
Let's not forget, Offset stayed cheating on Cardi throughout their marriage. We're not talking about one or two slip-ups. There's been a whole lineup of industry girls he allegedly ran through, and every time something leaked, Cardi would go off.
WAP.
WAP. What does that stand for?
That's Cardi B.
She even caught a criminal charge for ordering an attack on one of his side chicks, Jade. That's how deep it got. And then there was the blogger, Go to Lexus, who stirred up even more mess, saying Cardi suspected Ari Fletcher of sneaking around with Offset too.
Shout out to Stefon Diggs, man. Oh, yeah. By the way, Stefon Diggs is fucking two other active rappers. She's like, y'all be claiming them, hugging them on the gram, kissing them, talking about Woman Crush Wednesday, all that bullshit. He's long dick. Well, I don't know if he got long. He is piping them hoes out.
Cardi allegedly ran straight to Ari's man, Moneybag Yo, and spilled everything. And Ari? She was not having it. Ari fired back on Twitter with some heat. Coming to a woman as a woman, or telling on a woman to her man, gotta be the top two corniest, most miserable bees alive. That tweet had everyone convinced she was talking straight to Cardi. And honestly, that kind of reaction wouldn't surprise anybody. Cardi's always been the type to come for the women messing with Offset instead of checking him first. But now, it's like something snapped. It feels like Cardi finally hit her limit with Offset's cheating. She's out here saying, if you can step out, I can too. And the way she's moving with Stefon Diggs, she might actually be done playing loyal. Looks like Cardi's ready to get her own little revenge romance. So Cardi didn't waste any time. She really started linking up with Stefon Diggs while she was still pregnant with Offset's third baby. That's not a rumor anymore. It's real, and Offset was definitely pressed about it. But here's the thing. Cardi wasn't just looking for love. She was out for revenge. She used Stefon to get back at Offset, plain and simple. But now, it's looking like she might be catching real feelings for Stefon. And honestly, that's wild. 'Cause Stefon Diggs got a rep in the streets. He's been passed around more than a mic at open mic night. Dude is known for being with everybody. At one point, he was linked to Young Miami, and if timelines are right, he was possibly dealing with Cardi at the same time. If Cardi thought Offset was grimy, she's about to find out what chaos really looks like. Stefon's got a messy trail behind him, and it's not just women. This man has been tangled up in all kinds of drama. When the rumor first hit that Cardi was out here sleeping with Stefon while she was 8 months pregnant, folks were side-eyeing hard. At first, it sounded like some fake PR drama, but nah, it turned out to be true. And Cardi being with someone like Stefon? That's a whole new level of toxic. And get this! Stefon might actually be worse than Offset. Not only has he been linked to a bunch of industry women, but there's a deeper scandal that most people missed. A man named Chris Blake Griffin came forward, claiming Stefon allegedly tried to drug him and hook up with him. Not just that, Chris said Stefon's own brother ordered an attack on him afterward. That whole situation barely got any attention, but the Neighborhood Talk was one of the few blogs that dared to post it. This ain't just messy, it's disturbing. And if Cardi's really serious about Stefon, she might be stepping into something way darker than Offset ever was. Now fans are seriously side-eyeing Cardi's choices. Like, girl, this is who you picked to move on with? After everything Offset put you through, you choose Stefon, the same dude with a reputation louder than a club speaker? Social media has been in flames, with people calling out how Cardi might have traded one headache for an even bigger one. And here's the thing. Offset might have been unfaithful, but Stefon? He's in a whole other league of messy. Folks are saying Cardi's stepping into a different kind of chaos, and she might not be ready for what's coming. Some people even think she's just trying to hurt Offset in the worst way possible, by doing it publicly and with someone just as famous. But this move is making Offset spiral too. Insiders say he's been blowing up Cardi's phone, trying to get answers, and even sending indirect shots on social media. He didn't think she would actually take it this far. Seeing her cozying up to Stefon, especially after all those cheating scandals, hit his ego hard. Offset was used to being the one in control, the one Cardi kept running back to, but now she's flipping the script. And it's making him uncomfortable. Sources close to him say he's been telling friends he still loves Cardi and wants his family back, but it might be too late for that now. Cardi's out here showing that if Offset can play games, so can she. And she's playing to win. But if Stefon starts acting up like people are expecting, this whole thing might crash harder than anyone saw coming. But there's more. Now, rumors are swirling that Stefon Diggs might not even be taking Cardi seriously like she thinks. Some sources close to him are claiming he's just having fun and doesn't want anything too serious, especially not something public with this much heat attached to it. Apparently, Stefon's still entertaining multiple women behind the scenes, and a few of them have already been dropping hints online. One even posted a not-so-subtle story with the caption, "I don't share, never did, never will," just hours after Cardi was spotted with Stefon. The timing? Too perfect to be a coincidence. Now fans are asking, did Cardi move too fast? Is she catching feelings for a man who's not even trying to settle down? It's starting to look like this could be another heartbreak in the making. And Offset? He's eating this all up in silence. People are watching him closely, and some even think he's plotting his next move. Whether that's a music drop, a new mystery girl, or trying to win Cardi back, nobody knows yet. But one thing's for sure, this love triangle is spiraling into something way bigger. Meanwhile, Cardi's out here trying to keep her head high and act unbothered. But people who know her say she's been emotional behind closed doors, torn between trying to make Offset jealous and actually getting caught up with Stefon for real. The internet is already calling this the messiest celeb situation of the year, and we're not even halfway through it. With everyone watching, every move Cardi makes now is under a microscope. If Stefon plays her, if Offset comes crawling back, or if someone new enters the mix, this drama is far from over. And just when you thought Stefon Diggs couldn't get any messier, boom, he gets exposed by another girl he was messing with behind Cardi's back. A woman named Sky Marlene came out and put him on full blast, claiming he was still with her while he was parading around with Cardi. But wait, It gets worse. Turns out, Stefon also has a whole newborn baby with another woman named Gazelle. Yup, a brand new baby that Cardi had no clue about at first. The streets are talking, and they're saying Cardi's out here flaunting Stefon like he's a trophy, while he's out here racking up baby mamas like it's nothing. It's giving full-blown soap opera vibes. Now let's be real. This whole situation smells like revenge. Cardi's probably using Stefon to get deep under Offset's skin. And honestly, it's working. She pulled up with a man who's got more money, more fame at the moment, and some would even say more looks. That's got Offset feeling the heat for sure. But here's where things get even messier. The blogger Goat Alexis is now claiming that Cardi might be pregnant again, and not by Offset, by Stefon. That's what's being whispered online. And then Daily Mail added more fuel to the fire by posting an unedited pic of Cardi with what looked like a bump. Now, some are saying it's just natural changes from having 3 kids already. It could be a lil postpartum pouch, which is totally normal. But still, the internet doesn't let anything slide. Everyone's out here zooming in, guessing, speculating. If Cardi really is pregnant by Stefon after everything we've seen from him, that would flip this whole situation upside down. She might be going from one roller coaster straight onto another, and it's getting harder to tell if this is all part of the plan or if she's getting played in real time. Now listen, I'm not saying Cardi's pregnant, and I'm not saying she's not. Honestly, nobody really knows for sure at this point. But if she is carrying Stefon Diggs' baby, out of all people? Whew! I'd be speechless. That would take this whole saga to a level nobody saw coming. But hey, what do y'all think? Is this just a flashy rebound? Or is Cardi really building a future with a man who's been in more drama than a reality show reunion? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I need to know what you're thinking. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you want more of this spicy celeb tea. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, because trust me, this story's still unfolding, and it's only getting wilder from here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.